हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम ऑल ऑफ़ यू इन माय यूट्यूब चैनल रुद्रा स्टडी सर्कल। मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल रुद्रा स्टडी सर्कल में आप लोगों का स्वागत है। आई एम गोइंग टू प्रोवाइड द सीरीज ऑफ वीडियोस ऑन द लीनियर अलजेब्रा। सो फर्स्ट वीडियो आई हैव अपलोडेड, that was the vector space. I have given the definition and a few examples. Again I am going to continue the same topic. We have the vector space. Let me continue, extend that video. So V was the vector space over the field R, set of real number. Okay, so let me give some more example of vector space. First example, R, set of real over the field R over R. So this is a vector space, set of real number over field R. So this is your vector space. It satisfies all the properties of vector space. And second, I will take R over Q. R over Q means here the vector space is R and field is set of rational number. This is also vector space. And third one, Q over R. If you take that vector space set of rational number and field is R, so it is vector space or not? It is not a vector space. These two are vector space, not vector space. Why? Because here scalar multiplication property won't satisfy. So initially we have two property, one is the vector addition and second one is scalar multiplication. So here if you take any rational number u belongs to rational number q, u is the rational number belongs to q, and if you take any scalar, let us take the root 2 from the field R, then root 2 into u, this does not belongs to q. This is the, it does not satisfy the scalar property, scalar multiplication. Do you remember? You just refer the previous video. I'll tell you here, u is the vector from the V and alpha is some scalar from the field. So alpha u should belongs to V. So this is scalar multiplication. But this Q over R, this is not a vector space because the scalar multiplication does not satisfy. Next we take C over R. C over R. So this is a vector space, no problem. But if you take R over C, so this is not vector space. Again same problem. If you take any complex number from the field C, let us I, and you take any real number from R, so your I into U does not belongs to R. So the scalar multiplication does not satisfy. So this R over C is not a vector space. Can I write here? Not a vector space. So if you see here, if you take any field, so on the self we will have that vector space C over C, C over C. This is the vector space. So if any field over the same set, same field, that is the vector space. And if you are taking the any set and field is subset of that vector space, in that case that is a vector space. But if you are taking on the, if you are taking the field, the superset, like here Q over R, so R is superset of Q, R over C, R is the superset, C is the superset of R. So if field is superset, so it is not a vector space. If you field is subspace, so it is the vector space. Fine, I think this concept is clear. Next definition we have linear combination. Linear combination. Okay, so what is that? If you take u, any vector from the vector space V, okay, so this u is called, and V is the vector space over the field K. Okay, so this u is called linear combination of vectors u1, u2, un. This u is called linear combination of these vectors if there exists set of scalars alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha n such that u equal to alpha 1 u1 plus alpha 2 u2 plus alpha n un. It means this u we have written in the linear combination of u1, u2, un, where alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 are scalar coming from the field K. So we say u is the linear combination of u1, u2, un. Fine. Let me show one example. Let one element 3, 7, minus 4 belongs to RQ, and we need to write this element 3, 7, minus 4 in the linear combination of set u1 equal to 1, 2, 3, u2 equal to 2, 3, 7, and u3 equal to 3, 5, 6. So the question is, write this vector 3, 7, minus 4 in the linear combination of 1, 2, 3, u1, u2, u3. So what we do, we need to find the alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 such that 3, 7, minus 4 equal to alpha 1 u1 plus alpha 2 u2 plus alpha 3 u3. Fine. Now alpha 1 u1 equal to 1, 2, 3 plus alpha 2 u2 equal to 2, 3, 7 plus alpha 3 equal to 3, 5, 6. So we can write alpha 1 plus 2 alpha 2 plus 3 alpha 3. This is the first component. Second component 2 alpha 1 plus 3 alpha 2 plus 5 alpha 3, and third component 3 alpha 1 plus 7 alpha 2 plus 6 alpha 3. Fine. If you equate all the components, so we get three equations. One is alpha 1 plus 2 alpha 2 plus 3 alpha 3 equal to 3, first equation. Second equation 2 alpha 1 plus 3 alpha 3 plus 5 alpha 3 equal to 7, and third equation 3 alpha 1 plus 7 alpha 2 plus 6 alpha 3 equal to minus 4. Fine. Now we'll solve this equation and try to get the alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3. So this is the non-homogeneous system of equation. So we can solve using the matrix method 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 5, 7, 3, 7, 6, minus 4, right? Let me do some row operation. So it's very straightforward. So first 1, 2, 3, 3, fine, and this R2 replaced by R2 minus 2R1. So we get the 0, minus 1, minus 1, 1, right? And R3 replaced by R3 minus 3R1. So we get 0, 0, minus 4, minus 12. So from the third line we get the your alpha 3 equal to 3, fine, and if you solve alpha 2 we get the minus 4, and alpha 1 you get the 2. So it means your the given vector 3, 7, minus 4 can be written as linear combination of these three vectors, that is your 2 into u1, that is your 1, 2, 3, fine, minus 4 into u2 equal to 2, 3, 7, and sorry 7, here 7, right, 7, minus 4, alpha 2 is minus 4, fine, yeah, alpha 2 is minus 4, and alpha 3 is 3, so plus 3 into u3, 3, 5, 6. So this is called the linear combination, fine. Okay, next we have the subspace. Okay, so V is the vector space over the field K, fine, and W is the subset of V. W is a non-empty subset of V. Then W is subset of V. So then we can say W is subspace of V if W itself form a vector space over same field with same vector addition and scalar multiplication. Fine. Same means it is coming from the vector space. So W is a subspace of V if W itself form a vector space over same field. Same field means that field from the vector space with vector addition and scalar multiplication. Okay, it means W itself, W plus dot, form a vector space over the field K, and that K is coming from that with the vector space. Fine. So if you take any subspace of a subset of vector space, W is the any subset of vector space, how you know this is a vector space? So in place of checking all the properties of vector space, we have here, that is called the one step test. We say one step test for subspace. What is that? First one we have this zero vector belongs to W. That is very important. Zero vector W should belongs to zero belongs to W, means this W should have the zero vector. If there is no vector in W, so we say the W is not a subspace. And second one, and it's the most important thing, if U V belongs to W, okay, so and if alpha beta belongs to from the scalar from the field, then alpha U plus beta V also belongs to W. So this is the one step test for subspace. First condition, 0 should belongs to the subspace, the W subset. And second one, if you take any two vector and if you take any two scalar from the field, then alpha U plus beta V also belongs to W. So this is the test for subspace. Let us see few examples. So I will take the first example. Let V is the RQ. R is the set of real number. So RQ is the, we know that is the vector space. So I'll take one subset W1 in such a way, your A, B, C and your A equal to B equal to C. Fine. A equal to B equal to C. So this W1 is the vector space. How? First condition, that 0 vector should belongs to W. Fine. And second one, if you take any two vector, let us, I am taking two vector A1 B1 C1 and A2 B2 C2 belongs to W, it means your A1 equal to B1 equal to C1 and A2 equal to B2 equal to C2. Fine. Then your alpha A1 B1 C1 plus beta A2 B2 C2, this one belongs to W or not, that you have to see. So if you add this, so we get alpha A1 plus beta A2. Fine. Alpha B1 plus beta B2, alpha C1 plus beta C2. So if you see A1 equal to B1 equal to C1, it means A1 equal to B1 equal to C1 and alpha is same. So first component of first term for each component are same, equal. Now A2 equal to B2 equal to C2 and beta are same. It means second component of each coordinate is same. So this all are same only. then we can write alpha a1 equal to beta a2, alpha a1 plus beta a2 equal to alpha b1 plus beta b2 plus alpha c1 plus beta c2. So these are same. So we say this element alpha u plus beta v also belongs to w. So we say w1. So we say w1 is the subspace of v, that is your r cube. And geometrically, if you see geometrically, what is this? This is nothing but u is the line passing through the origin. If you take this xyz plane, so u is the line passing through the origin, right? Set of all the lines which are passing through the origin. Fine, good. Now second one, we'll take the w2 equal to ab0. Fine, ab0. This is the another subspace of rq, any xy plane passing through the origin. So this is also very simple, you can verify 0 vector belongs to w. Fine. And if you take to any u equal to a1 b1 0 and v equal to a2 b2 0, then alpha u plus beta v also belongs to w2. That is very simple, you can verify. So w2 also is the subspace of r3. Now third one, if w is the w3, a b c and a is greater than 0 or greater than equal to also 0. So here 0 vector belongs to w3, that is fine. But here scalar multiplication does not satisfy. Scalar, it means if you take alpha any negative number, if I'll take that 1 2 3 and here 1 is positive, right? I am taking from the w3, and if I take scalar 1 minus 1, so minus 1 into 1 2 3, so this alpha u, this should belongs to w3, but this does not belongs to w3 because first component will become negative, but for w3 first component should be positive. So here the scalar multiplication property does not satisfy. So we say this is not a vector space. Fine, we can take one example. You see 1 2 3 and 2 3 4, so both are positive here. So if you take alpha equal to minus 1, beta equal to minus 1, so what we get? Minus 1 into 1 2 3 minus 1 into 2 3 4, so we get minus 1 minus 2 minus 3. Fine, minus 2 minus 3 minus 5. Fine, minus 3 minus 4 minus 7. See, these two we do not worry because this is no condition, but here we have condition. So even though u and v belongs to w3, but alpha u plus beta v does not belongs to w3, so we say w3 is not a subspace. Fine, I'll take one more example, w4 a b c such that a square plus b square less than or equal to 1. Fine, so this is also not subspace because I have an example. You see 1 0 0, this will belongs to w4, right? Because 1 square plus 0 square plus 0 square less than or equal to 1, and 0 1 0 also belongs to w4. Fine, but if you add, so what we get? 1 1 0. Fine, this is does not belongs to w4. The vector addition property does not satisfy, right? Because this is the 2 will come, so this is not a subspace. So for subspace, very simple, we have to do the one step test. 0 vector should belongs to w, and one step test, then you can verify whether given subset is either subspace or not. Okay, and one more thing we have, if w1 and w2 are two subspace of vector space, So intersection is also subspace, but union union W1 union W2 may or may not be subspace. So intersection of two subspace is subspace, and union of two subspace may or may not be a subspace. Okay, so here I am bind up this video. Thanks for watching. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.